Hi everyone, this is Robin. Today is Friday. Yay, the weekend's coming. I wanted to come in and I wanted to work on my journal for a while with you guys, and I was going around and coming upon all these tricks I've learned for the last 2 years, and I thought I'd go over them and show you what they were. Some of you may know about them. For me, I love to save money. If I don't have to go out to Amazon and not buy a product and get away with doing it somehow myself, I always feel better. And there's been a rush to buy tear rulers, anything, and I've seen people making their own, which is really cool. And I thought, what could I do that would be close? And so I got some of my dies out. Now, I don't know if you use these all the time to tear. I don't know if these would lose their punch power, or if they'd get more dull. I have no idea. But what I did is I took 3 of them and I teared. I put them like this and teared. And you can see I got a nice tear there. And each one of these teared a different way. For this one, I did it along this edge. And I got this kind of a funky edge on it. I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. And then for this one has kind of rounded edges on it. I thought, well, let's try that. And I ended up with this kind of I have a few more I can try for my dies to get a rip. But then I also started thinking, why couldn't you use, if you had some of those serrated scissors that you cut funny strips with, you could probably use those. I didn't bring one over here. I haven't tried it yet, but maybe that would work too. So yeah, there's several ways to get a tear in. I have not tried to tear, get my ruler and make little jaggies in it. I think those ladies that are doing that and with the wooden ones are genius. But this is what I did for now. If I need a tear, I know to grab one of these. That was my first tip. I'll get these out of the way. When I started 2 years ago, I didn't have any material. I did have a sewing machine, but I didn't have a lot of material. So I saw this on the internet, that you could, if you needed material, not big sheets of it, but just pieces of material, you could go and buy a rag rug and take it apart, and you'd have pieces of different materials. I saw this on a YouTube, and I'm sorry, I can't remember her name, and there's probably several of them out there that show you how to do this. This is my kitchen rug rag that I have in front of the sink. We have a store here called Five Below, and they sell bigger ones than this one for $5. So after I saw the video, I ran over there and I bought my own, and I got tons of material out of that rug. You can see here all of this. Let me double it over. Look at all these materials I got just pulling the rug apart. And this is just a small portion of it. I have 3 garbage bags full after I teared that rug apart of all different kinds of material. Some of these are nylon. Now this one is regular cotton. Some of them are see-through. They have, pretty flowers on them. Some of them are almost like sari silk. So whenever I needed, a certain color, just something to brighten up a page, I had all of this, and all for $5. That's a wonderful way to get, material for anything on your pages. Look at this pretty purple one. You do have to iron them if you want to use them. They're all, you know, in the little tight little rolls. But this was a godsend, and it still is. I hang this on the end of my craft cabinet on each end, and it's right here so that if I just want to go through it and grab something real quick, I can. And that would be my tip number 2. This is a huge way to save money on material. And it's fun too. It actually was fun ripping it apart. My third tip is, and I saw this on a YouTube video for junk journaling also. This is the top of a Purina cat chow bag. We buy them for our cats or our dogs, and they always come with this thing on top of them. The nice thing about this is you can use it for binding like you would Tyvek. You could use this, cut it off, put it on, and it's, you know, really, really tight. So I've been using this on my journals for binding any books that I have. This is shiny, but my glue seems to take it really well on paper, and it's free. I mean, usually you just throw these out. Also, I haven't found a use for this little red thing that goes on the outside, but the string, if you can get it working and get it out, it just comes out like this. And I just have a card here, and you can see I have some others on here. This is great binding thread. It is really tough. It is red, and you know, you could say, well, I'll save it for Christmas, but you know, sometimes you do have an odd book that could use red binding. And again, this is stuff we just throw out in the trash, right? This, not sure what I'd ever do with it, but I'm keeping it. I keep it in a pile over on my long desk. So that's tip number 3 that I have today. And then someone was asking questions about the coffee filters. I did some pockets with the coffee filters right here. And I've seen them before, and then I saw Carrie Teeter use it in one of her videos, and she made the cutest pocket. And I thought, well, I can do that. These are brown coffee filters. And what I did is I just grabbed 2 of them. Just offset them a little bit like this so that there's just a little offset. And what you do is you turn them around. No, you go like this. Turn them around like that, and you do one side. Do another side. And you adjust them as you go, and you can make them any size you want. You can make these smaller too. And then you fold this one up, and what you get is a tuck here, a tuck here, a tuck here, and then also back here if you like. I took mine to the sewing machine and stitched all around them. Oh, I said again. I'm trying not to say so much. I watched again. I watched my other video, and it's like I gotta stop saying So that's how I do these. I did also make a mistake on one of these. You can see I didn't put these together right, and it's okay, it's a junk journal, but I should have put this side in front because it has to flat up. But that's another way of making them. If you do it that way, you'll have little pockets here if you want them. So, but you know, so that's how I did these. And, you know, these are great. You could also use these after you have coffee in them. We don't drink coffee here. My husband gets his coffee at work, and I'm not a coffee drinker. But my son was here for 6 months, and he likes coffee. So we got some of these, and we got the brown color. I like the brown color. I had not, oh, I said again. And again. I guess I could coffee dye them. I haven't tried that. I have a bottle here. You probably could do it. Just, well, it takes it pretty well. This isn't very deep colored, but I can let that dry and see how it turns out. It seems to take it pretty well. It's pretty dark. So that is a review of my pockets. So, to get to the main reason we're here today, I am working on, let me sit down here, and I said again. Oh, my cat's on my seat. Come on, Belle. Go get down. She's dramatic. This is what I'm working on today. I'm not going to say oh my God, I say all the time. I have gone through it, and I have put lace on it. I have gone through and did some sewing on some pages. And I think I'm satisfied with all the sewing I did. Put some on here too. Make sure you can see that. And you can move it over. I put some things in here that I thought would look nice on the pages. So I thought we would glue those in. This is so soft. I don't know what this is, but it's old. But I just love the fuzziness on the end. On this page I put some washi tape, and I have a little pocket here, and I have a little pocket here that I put in. And this is the middle. So yeah, I thought we'd go over some of that. Let me make sure let's do this one first. Okay. I really like the way this lace turned out. It's double lace, and at first I thought maybe it's going to stick out too much. One more thing to show you. I worked on the front. It's not glued down yet, but I thought I'd ask you guys for your opinions. I'm going to do this with the binding when I put my signatures in, but I was thinking of putting this over top of it. But I worked on this. Nothing's glued down. I have gold buttons here, gold buttons here. And you can't see the star. I have some lace around it. And I have some cardboard down here. Do you think it needs anything else? I'll probably put a hole in here, and probably for either a post to keep it closed, or I might do just lace around the whole thing. I'm not sure. But that's the front that I've been working on. I did this yesterday. The lace actually looks pretty good when I put it in the book yesterday before I started decorating the top. I have some belly bands that I made. These were made when I was making my books for Christmas time. And I had some left over. So I was thinking that looks pretty good on that page. Oops, sorry about that. I cut you off. I'll put it back. So I was thinking of putting this in here. I think that looks good. And I have this thin paper here, and you really can't decorate it. It's like tracing paper. So I think we'll start with gluing that in. So how's everybody's week gone? It's been good here. Had a scare today. I had a boy come over to check our lawn out. He for mowing it, and he left the back gate open, and the dogs got out and they ran down. My goobers, Gayle calls them. They ran out almost down to the road. We live like kind of on a hill, but I ran inside and got their doggy bone box, and they both came running back. Thank God. They're not car smart. I'm sure that they would run right in front of one. They have no idea what a car is. So that was scary. My dogs are little too. I have a 5-pound Pomeranian and an 8-pound Chihuahua. And luckily they just really stayed up on the hill, almost got to the road. The Pom comes back when I call him right away, which is good. My other Pom that I had in Michigan would not come. My neighbor would stop what she was doing and help me try to save them before they ran out on the street. My neighbors must have thought I was idiots because I was running around in my pajamas going, Ranger Q, Ranger Q. Oh my goodness. I hope nobody saw me. There, I like that. That looks good. And that'll make a great tuck. This is something that's going to go in, I think, both books. I have to sew it yet, though, all the way around. I believe, this is Artsy Maze. I can't be certain, but I think it was. But you put one down like that, and then you have 3 little tucks on each side of the page. I think it'll look cute. So there, we got that one done. And let's see, on this one, I was thinking of putting our folder next to the lace. So if I find the lace in the book, really watching, it'll get stuck. Usually I put a little piece of plastic. Oopsie. Put that there so it doesn't leak out and catch anything else. Am I still in frame? Yeah. Okay, and I said I wouldn't mumble either, so no mumbling, Robin. Keep it together. Let's see if we can find the lace page. There it is. This lace is at Walmart. For anyone that wants to know, it wasn't expensive. It comes in a big giant roll, and I think Stephanie Huff told me about this on her channel on Facebook is Just Junking, and I was ever so grateful because I didn't have any wide lace. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, now thinking of putting this here, and then I was thinking of making this also a tuck spot in the back. So I think what I'll do is do the sides and the bottom. I think what I'll use is my glitter glue. And it finally happened. Yesterday I lost my official top for this. The green pin. I knew I would lose it someday. I've come back and found it at the last minute, but last night I could not find it. So I have these little bottles that I made little toppers for. And I have a couple that are empty, so I had to borrow one of those so that this doesn't dry up. I love this glue. This tip is like the best thing ever. It's got some goobers. There we go. But, so yeah, glue this in. We're doing yard work this weekend, nothing spectacular. We have an ant problem in the back. We have a colony next to our house. It's never happened here before. And we've been putting diatomaceous earth on it after it rains, and these guys just won't die. And I don't like to kill anything, but they're right next to the house. I don't want them eating. I think they're carpenter ants, so we don't want them eating the wood on our house. So you really, what do you do? Let me put that up a little bit. So we had a storm yesterday, and it's still wet, so I can't put it out. That's my dog in the background. Ranger? If they get too growly or loud, I will put them out. Okay, let's see how this works. Yeah, I like that. A little tuck spot here. And we have the tuck spots here. This one, I don't think is going to work. There is one that was really close down here, but that's okay. So I think that looks great with the lace over here. What do you think? Yeah, I like how that turned out. Okay, let me, Ranger, no. Just a minute, guys. Out. Getting growl. Out. Go in. Out. Out. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and yeah, I couldn't keep quiet. Okay. This is the first signature. And this is, sure I'm in frame. I thought that would look nice there. Maybe turn it around. Yeah, I think I like that better. That looks nice. It's good way to use up something that's a scrap. So, cut it. A goober thread. I'm going to call everything goobers now. Alright. Go back to this. One thing I also do is, and I didn't do it this time, is I try to store it in my cup. This is Kiss Me, I'm Swedish. My grandfather's from Sweden. But I didn't do that. What did I do? I set it upside down. So then you have to work it, and get it to come back down. My goodness. I'm getting low too. I'm going to have to get a refill. Side, let me grab it. There we go. Okay. No mumbling, Robin. No mumbling and no saying, goodness. It was quite the storm yesterday. We had trees down. Parts of our neighborhood lost power for 5 hours. Luckily we didn't. Oh, there's again. We didn't. They were still without power when, like at 10:30 last night. I've never seen the tree in the backyard go sideways, almost touching the ground. And when you look at the branches, you go, there's no way they could bend. They would break. But this tree just bent with that wind. It was amazing. We have really tall trees behind our house going down to the creek, and I thought for sure one of those would go, and they did not. I was surprised. let me see. And as soon as I get some of these things that I'm going to glue in, and I get some of the pages decorated, if I have some tip outs or anything like that, I'm not sure if I should do them before I sew them in or after. What do you think? Do you guys do your decorating after? I think when Carrie Teeter does hers, she does it after she sews it in. So maybe after we do a little more decorating, maybe what I'll do is sew in the signatures off camera, and then we can really start working on the pages. Yep, you can hear them barking. There must be nothing out there. Again. I want to leave the strings in for whoever buys this. If they like the strings, they can keep them in. If they don't like the strings, then they can take them out. It'll be totally up to them. There we go. Oh, that looks nice. Move this up just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I really like it by the lace too. That looks nice. Okay. And again, you want to make sure you're not stuck with anything. Why is that sticking? That's off camera. Here. Stuck a little bit. Try not to mumble. Talk clearly. This is middle. I just love this middle for this section. She's so pretty. And then I didn't know if I should put this here, but then it covers up her pretty face when you open the page, so I'm gonna put that back there. Yeah, so let's see. We have that. We have this. I have some things I've made the last couple months. This is where's that too? I don't know. I think I'll put this at the beginning of the book. I love how it brings the pinks here over to here. This card's a little small. When it comes down to here, maybe I can find a bigger one to put in there. But I think that looks good on my stone frame. Good. We could technically put something behind it too. This is a napkin that I decoupaged onto a glassine bag. And this is the first one. No, it doesn't go in there. See, I almost made a mistake. What? This is the first one. So, put this one this way. I tend to do my signatures the same, paper for paper. Sometimes not decoration for decoration. I remember Tracie Fox talking about it, and she said she used to be this way too. Everything was the same, and page count and decorations were the same. But then she said, nope, she doesn't do that anymore. She says it's like, you know, you have another freedom not to think that you have to have the same on each one. I'm still trying to break myself of that. It's hard because I'm a real spatial person, and I like things here, 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 and here to match. So definitely working on that one. And I can't say that books that aren't matchy-matchy turn me off, because they do not. I think all of them look really good. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try in my next couple. I have another book with 3 signatures in it. And I'm going to try to not do the same decorating in each one. And I'm trying in this one too. We'll see how that goes. There. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that was a pretty napkin. And I put some gesso on top of it, and it's got a real interesting feeling on top. Another tip I saw when I was watching videos for the last 2 years is to buy a candle from Dollar Tree, and when you get done gessoing something, what you do is you rub it on top, rub it all over, and you'll see a wax kind of on it. And it's kind of similar to ironing wax beads on something. Lori Girl on the Ridge does that a lot. This is the cheaper version. After I do that, I take my heat gun, and it gets a real kind of a shiny, crackly look on it, and it feels wonderful. That's another tip. And these are just a buck, and but it's going to last forever. You can see my worn out marks on it from rubbing it on different pages. Now I have a pile of things to decorate, and what I want to do today is find some homes for them. Maybe not put them in, but maybe find homes for. I have this. This was inspired by, it might have been Tusami Rose. I think it was. Well, this is her card for sure. Or it might have been Gayle. I have to write these things down when I'm inspired. But I made this, put some journalings on the back. And I want to find a place for it here. Leave that page alone. It looks a little crooked. Oh well. Does that look crooked to you? Oh well. And again, it's got stuck, of course. This is real, this is mulberry paper. It's really pretty. And I don't want to cover it up, but the back is kind of plain. I wonder, how does that look? Well, I'll probably have to put it on a page facing this way since the card comes out this way. Let's keep going. This page, these pages right here are from a piano magazine from 1906. They're still doing pretty good. This one's in pretty good shape. I don't think I'll have to do the reinforcing the spine with any tape. I think it'll do okay on its own. So I'll have to find something. I wouldn't mind putting it here. What do you think? It kind of looks like it's picking up some of the beige color from this one and some of the grunge from there. This page also folds out. I could make it like a side tuck, or just put it in the middle and make it a tuck, or put it down on the bottom and make it a tuck. I think that's what I want to do. Or do I want to make it a flip out, which I wouldn't be able to do because of this, unless I put a hinge on it and went like this. there's a lot of nice journaling on this side. So, okay. I'm not going to put this one in. I want you guys to tell me what you think. Should I hinge it or should I glue it down? I could use, I have washi tape that would probably work really well here. I have this. I'll have to think about that. But I think it's found its home. I think we'll put that right there. Leave it in there. And I have some side pages I made and some tuck pages I made. And they're just made from music sheets. These music sheets are from a book. This one goes, how did this one go? Oh, this one goes like this. No, this one goes like this with a tuck on the side. Yeah. So let's see, this is another one that has to be on this side. And let's see if we can find a home for them. I'm not feeling it there. It's too fragile to put on. What about here? This still shows my sewing. What do you think? Technically, I could leave this open so you could put something here, and you have a pocket here. I kind of like it there. But again, I'll wait for your comments, and you can tell me what you think. I kind of like it there. I think that looks good. Okay, now I'm going to go past the middle. What are we doing for time here? 22. Okay, we're good. I had to stop and let the dogs out, and I'm wondering, or I think I stopped it before that. I'm wondering if I can glue them together somehow. So I know some people shut theirs off and then they come back and turn them back on. I'm not sure how to do that. I don't know if I did it right. Let me see. I have some pockets here. That would be a nice tucked one. This one could be a good tucked one. This one would also be a tucked because you'd want to see the front. So that won't be a tuck spot. Here's a little tiny small one we could use. This. Oops, upside down. I think that's kind of cute. Should I put it here? I don't want to cover up the stitching. And of course, this page is screaming no stitching, right? Put it there. No, I'm not feeling it. Let's see. Let's keep going. Okay, I like that. What do you think? Maybe just do these two sides and we can put a tuck here, and there's a tuck here, and there's a tuck here. So there's, yeah, I like that. Oops. And a little goobery. Let's see how this goes. It kind of ties in. I have some of that same lacing right here with the center of the book. So yeah, that's cute. So we got it here and here, and then we have this whole thing we could put something in later. Good. I do have some paper clips. that I've made. I think what I'll do is put them in last. These are great for, you know, a page that needs just one more thing, something added to it. So I think I'll put those in a separate pile for after they're done. What do I have left? Definitely gonna have to make some more tucks. Let me see. I have this one. I have a video on these. This is a little tiny envelope I was telling you about. Comes out. And I put a little thing on there that looks like a stamp. And then you just slide it right into here. Well, sometimes you slide it into there. There we go. It works better if you slide it from the top. And it covers it up, and we have a little tag here. And a little decoration here. And we can find a home for this. I also have this one, which I think I'll use as it's a rotary card or a Rolodex card. I think I'll use that as a tuck too, but I think I'll save this one for the second book. Let me see. That's kind of plain there, but you're gonna have to have a long page. I'm not feeling it there. If you think I've made a mistake when I'm going, I'm not feeling it, please let me know. Sometimes you guys have better ideas than I do. We have just a problem here. That's not really good too, but luckily they come off pretty good. Oops. Try it this way. There. You gotta do that better. I can't be doing it that way. What about this? Is going to be really tight because the paper bends here, so can we make it work? Because this can go like that, revealing the letter. This can go down. We could have a tuck spot here. Yeah, I think that would work. Now, like the others, should I put it here or should I put it down here? This is why it takes me so long to do books, because I could think about it for hours. And Lori Fusco is real good, Girl on the Ridge. She's like, put it down, just slap it down. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna slap it down and let it land where it will. But no, I don't do that. Put it at an angle, that wouldn't really work very well. So we'll wait on that. I'll think about it, and the next time I do the video, you'll see where I put them. I'll check out what you guys think. I'm kind of partial to the middle here, but that could change. So that found a home. Okay, now let's see if we can find homes for the other ones that I pulled out. I have this, and this, and this. These are all in previous videos. I showed how I made them. This has a pull out with some paper in the back for accounting paper. It has a little pocket here with little girls. So let's see if we can find homes for this one. These. All right. These look upside down. Yeah, it is upside down. Alrighty, let's change it around. There we go. You see the copyright. Oh, this one's 1911 right here. With its own, pretty cool, its own patinaed work already came with it. And I got these, they're big. They're like big piano magazines of the day, and I got them on eBay. And they're just, the ads are just so wonderful too. Some of them are really fragile. This came from a magazine I bought from Gayle Agostinelli. She had an old magazine for sale, and it had awesome pages in it. So I put some of those in here. I want to find a page for this, and this has a lot of color in it. I'm not going to cover that page. Leave that open. I love Stephanie's. The pages in here are Stephanie Huff's Rose Grunge, and some of the other ones that I have that have lace on them are Lorna's. I think her last name is Davis. She has great digitals, and you can see the lace work in here. I don't know how she does that, but it's wonderful. It doesn't have a lot of color. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Here? I don't know. I was hoping it to put it next to a colorful page, but that might have to be it. I don't want to put it on a dictionary page. This one's taken. And that would be the same because it's... Alright, let's go back to... This might be it for this one. What do you think? I think it kind of picks up the greens in here. I don't think it looks too bad. And it covers up the stark white of this page. Kind of brings it back to the book. Yeah, I kind of like that. And again, I'm not going to put it down. If one of you thinks that, oh my God, it should be on another page, please tell me. I love getting advice. I love hearing comments. It's like, oh, I didn't even think of that. And I'll do that after I put it in the book. And it'll be, oh, I should have watched first and read my comments. Okay, now we have this little guy. It's so cute. We have little fairy bells at the bottom. Let's see, where should he go? Put him on there, it'll probably rip. That's kind of sweet there. I still have a lot of pages to decorate. Towards the middle. I'm not feeling it there. I don't know why. Maybe because the doiley's here. I'm not sure. The pocket there. I hate to cover up the pretty paper on this one. And since, well, I'm not feeling it on this page, I think that it should stay for journaling. What about this? We could just make it a tuck pocket. Next to here, what do you think? You like that? It kind of draws the eyes, and then you see the piano paper. I don't know. See, this is why it just takes me so long. It's like I could think about this for hours. So I need your help. Let me know. I have to do these in a faster manner, I think. Okay, and this is the lace one. Okay. What do you think of that? Better there? Or is it better here? I'm kind of digging the outline in it here, but let me see. We have this tuck pocket to put in. I kind of like to go farther back in the book. Let's see if we have a page that would be suitable for here. That looks kind of nice. How many pages do we have left? Definitely have to get some more tuck pockets to put in, which I do have in my folder. So fear not, we have more. I just wanted to use up what I had made. I have some made up, some postcards, some tucks. This is from the kit too. She made wonderful ephemera to go along with it. Look at these. Okay, they're just yummy. I love them. So, yeah, we have all these, which we can work with. I wanted to get these done. And then what I'll have to do is make a really small one and put that in the back. But I'm thinking this looks pretty good here. What do you think? I like it because it kind of matches, you know, the page to a page. So I think I'm going to put this one in right here. I like it so much. Again, if you think it's the wrong choice, scream at me. Let me know in the comments. Well, that's how we learn, you know. We learn by watching others' videos. We read their comments, and you go, oh, yeah. So, of course, I don't get offended at anything like that. So, you know, just knock me on the head and say, what are you thinking? I get such a kick out of Gayle's videos. She's so hard on herself. She's like, oh, I dropped it again, or I didn't cover up my glue. It's like, that's okay. It happens. Yeah, I like that. And we could take like this envelope, which is right here. You could put that in as a tuck spot. So yeah. One more to put back here, and I say that's pretty good. I think I've gone over, let me see what we're at now. Oh, we're at 37 minutes with probably the other 10 minutes that I had, and hopefully I can put these videos together. If not, I'll put photos up in groups. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope to be back next week. So yeah. Thanks for your help, and I look forward to reading your comments. Bye.